All right. Let me calm down. Good Tuesday morning to each and every one of you. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody is doing good and had a good Monday. It's been a tough weekend. It's time that we start to, cheer up a little. Not free up, Cheer up a little. Bless up all your wholesales. Thank you so much for tuning in to Good Morning Grenada. Out of the region you are, whichever island you are in, and those of you from the region and you're in the diaspora, good morning to you, a spicy Grenadian. Good morning to our Caribbean brothers and sisters. And those of you tuned into the program internationally, good morning, good afternoon, good night. Hope you will have a good day, are having a good day, have had a good day. It is the 15th of December 2020, and that would be about 16 days to go before the end of 2020. Good morning to everybody. Let's sail out 2020. This morning's word of the day is plots. Plots. P-L-O-T-Z. Plots. It is a verb which means to collapse or faint, as from surprise, excitement, or exhaustion. Plots. Just from its sound. Many Americans learned plots in the early 1950s from Mad Magazine. Plots is an American slang term that comes from the Yiddish platzen, which means to crack, split, or burst, from the Middle High German word which means to burst. Plots entered, which means to collapse or faint, as from surprise, excitement, or exhaustion. Examples of the use of the word: had he lived. Example of the use of the word: when your mom not to. This morning's word of the day: plots. P-L-O-T-Z. A verb which means to collapse or faint, as from surprise, excitement. All right, let's see what's the thought of the day. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Does not need any further explanation. It speaks for itself, but I'll just repeat it for the people in the back. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Do something kind today, no matter how small it is. It may be small to you, but great to the other person. Do something on the inside to celebrate this day. That's right. Ganache or drizzled with chocolate cupcakes have evolved far and wide from just chocolate and vanilla to full cupcake day. It is recognized annually on December. In your favorite cupcake treats today, you'll probably want seconds. Actually, make that thirds. Cupcake day. Let us celebrate this day. Yep. Whatever your flavor, chocolate, vanilla, set up yourself right. Blossom International Tea Day, as in the tea we drink. Not our version of tea is what they call hot chocolate. Tea as in the tea bag, or bush. Popular beverage in the world. The day mainly seeks to raise awareness on the impact the tea trade has on farmers and celebrated by tea lovers worldwide. Or bush, or whatever you're drinking, tea this morning, whatever hot beverage, try and make it tea. It is International Tea Day, your favorite flavor tea. I need some blacks in relation to celebrating today, Cupcake Day and Tea Day. All right, it's information time. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell delivered a national address last night actually, and there are new rules and regulations to be followed effective today. And married, or if you've passed away, only 10 people allowed. All sporting activities have been suspended for the next 7 days. Daytime business operating in our homes. Only the people closing the shops and other stores should be on the streets at 10:01 p.m. Public transportation must also cease at 10 p.m. and restaurants should only provide takeaway or delivery. So no eating in as we continue to deal with the COVID-19 spike. Speaking of, yesterday I saw a report that we received 10 new cases. So we are now currently up to 40 active COVID-19 cases. And as far as I understand, that's not all the results that we have been expecting. But nevertheless, continue to practice proper protocol. I repeat, once you're observing the protocols to a T. Dot your I's, cross your T's in terms of the protocols, or you can close off your stop. No, hold on. 9 o'clock, the sitting of the Upper House of Representatives, aka Senate, they are across the budget. The sitting starts at 9 a.m. today, which means there is no to the point program this morning because we will be broadcasting Senate on Classic and GBN TV. So take note, the Senate sits from 9 a.m. No to the point, at least for today. Let's see how it flows today so we'll know what happens tomorrow, God willing. Now we're going to get into the morning edition of Newscast. This is Good Morning Grenada. It is December 15th, 10 days away from Christmas. We'll be right back.
Units are panicking. Will they get a call confirming that they contracted the coronavirus? That's the question on minds of about 200 or more people on the weekend. Government said that at first count, at least 35 cases were identified and scores of samples were sent to the General Hospital and St. George's University from health officials. We were later told that which will air right after this newscast at 8 p.m. during tonight's Beyond the Headlines program. Our panelists will include Health Minister Nicola Steele, Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sean Charles, and Dr. George Mitchell of the COVID-19 Committee. That program follows the Prime Minister's address and the nightly lotto draw. Moving on, as the news broke, fingers started pointing. The government has come under fire, and so too has Sandals Resort. Some expressed anger that the regulations did not provide for Sandals guests to submit to testing upon arrival at the Maurice Bishop International Airport. Others being conducted as claimed by the government. Dr. George Mitchell of the COVID-19 Committee went on the defensive when Current Affairs program today.
Social media was alight on Sunday with regards to COVID-19 protocols at the resort. This followed the announcement of a massive spike in COVID-19 cases coming out of the resort. How and why this happened are yet to be determined. Led to the outbreak while appearing on GBN's To The Point program. He said although accusations are rife, Sandals has been using the original COVID-19 protocols, which required a negative PCR test 7 days old or less.
You must have a test result that is 7 days or less. So basically sticking to the original protocol and the resort and that have been established.
Dr. Mitchell said after reviewing the protocol Sandals Resorts had to abide by, it was established that risk of infection or transmission of
protocol with a fine-tooth comb, as we say, and that protocol matched up to industry, the best of the industry standards. Those that have been refined for cruise ships, those that have been refined for casinos and all the other industries that has gradually opened up. So they are based on international standards, and we were confident that once those protocols are kept by the hotel, the risk of transmitting the virus is minimized.
GBN visited the government of Grenada's official COVID-19 site, which stated arrival. It further stated that guests will not be liable to take any further tests unless if during their stay they wish to leave the pure safe travel accommodations. They will then need to take a foot.
A small village in St. Andrew is said to be one of the communities which has been most severely impacted by the recent COVID-19 outbreak. At least a dozen other cases in the village of Post Royal. Indications are that 2 students of the Holy Innocents Roman Catholic School were in Post Royal and sent us this report.
The tired, sleepy, unassuming village of Post Royal in St. Andrews, that is in the southeast actually of St. Andrews, has been plunged into a state of panic and fear. This following one positive case that has been identified. The village and the intermingling that takes place on a frequent basis. Health officials are on a fast track to try to contain what in their fear could be a situation that could lead to a community. Spread rumors that security forces were on guard in the village. That proved untrue. When the GBN crew drove through the area, there was no police and tried to engage in conversation. Ask us no questions. We have no answers. A quick analysis of the situation. Union clamored for a closure of schools. One of the schools in Post Royal came into sharp focus. currently standing outside the Holy Innocent School in Leddy, Post-Royal cluster. Officials are actually counting their blessings that given school is actually on closure, it reduces on the incidence of any further contact with Thanksgiving as she dodged the bullet of blame that would have been heaped upon her head and hope.
Scripture that therefore it's not a time to lose hope. But I believe that this is a time.
Health officials on the island have found themselves in a first possible outbreak of COVID-19 on the island. Now we can tell you that since the announcement yesterday evening, not just here in the village of Post-Royal, but across the nation, there's been a sense of reservation and maybe a sense of certain doom. However, in the midst of any crisis or calamity, we look to our leaders for support and guidance. And it is the Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, is expected to address the nation at 8 p.m. this evening. From Post-Royal in St. Andrew, Joseph.
Thank you so much. In the summer months, the country was placed in lockdown mode to ensure that health officials got a handle on the emerging COVID-19 situation. The weekend's announcement have sparked fears that government may soon adopt the lock and key mode once again. But is that necessary? Are people ready?
The general consensus on the ground streets of the capital on Monday as people possibly panic shopping, fearing that possibility.
No, we'd already fight. We was stammering. So they should stop in the bus and watch too.
Oh, no, we can't afford it. The country can't afford it. At the end of the day, a lockdown costs millions per day. And in these tough economic times, how could a small country like Grenada afford that now, especially this festive season?
Possibility is likely that we could have another lockdown. Really want to go back into another lockdown, but if you don't do if you don't take the adhere to the protocols and so on, you understand? Chances that we might very well go back down that road again.
In the NBA, but if it has to happen, then it has to happen.
We don't really know what to believe at this time. And personally, to my feelings, if the government find 19 or 20, how many cases they claiming that they find in the country, I think the Prime Minister would have shut down the country immediately. When we didn't have any COVID in the country, we had been locked down for how many months, which even the government was crying out on the economy. Now we have over 20-something cases at one time. Do you think they would have shut down the country immediately and try to, even though it's for a day, 2 days, 3 days, why wait until Christmas? I think the people should be that scared as they're trying to get us home. So I think it's best that they tell us what's really going on.
Derek McKenzie believes people are yet to recover, both mentally and financially, from the country's first shutdown. He told GBN that the Bus Association is taking precautionary measures.
I don't think that we are prepared for us to go back under a lockdown. I don't know if the government will do another stimulus. A lot of persons' bank accounts are very thin. They barely affording their food bill. There is a position where it will be very, very difficult for members to survive. Still are not actually out of it yet mentally. A lot of people are still mentally they have that mental lockdown still from since then because we're not used to that.
Some persons we spoke with this morning described the present dilemma as rather unfortunate and are hoping that the situation could be brought under control quickly. Chrislina John, GBN News.
Some felt that the government added insult to public injury yesterday as officiating to a breach of regulations. The consensus among that this spike was discovered at a property where 9 overseas guests tested positive. GBN's Trelona Charles followed yesterday's press conference as government officials referenced breaches and need for adherence to protocols.
The government of Grenada held a press conference on Sunday to address the discovery of 26 new COVID-19 cases. This discovery takes Grenada's total confirmed cases from 45 to 71. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sean Charles said there may be a further increase. Minister of Health nicked for the breaches that occurred.
Every speaker, as far as I know, every representative from the Ministry of Health and from the COVID-19 committee, every day it came as though we were over-preaching the messages But that was our mantra because we knew at some point in time that some sort of breach would occur.
Sisters and brothers, we have they are perfect. Will be breaches in the future as well.
It is not an option at this time. He said what is needed is compliance from the public.
We simply that we do have to keep our borders open and put as much controls as possible on this.
Minister of Education M. forward. The government
generating company on the island has found itself in the throes of the COVID-19 outbreak. One of its employees has contracted the virus. This was discovered during the contact tracing of the recent COVID cluster, work-related contact with customers. According to Grenada, the individual is in quarantine and staff members who have been in direct contact have been advised to remain at home. It is implementing measures to identify potential areas of exposure. The company has decided to operate with skeletal staff in 2 departments while it works with the Ministry of Health to take appropriate actions. Interim political leader Adrian Thomas made the call during a press conference on Monday. He says government must ensure that the country does not return to the days.
We want to call for an independent inquiry into the whole affairs. What gave rise to this flare in the COVID cases in Grenada? We want to know exactly whether the Ministry of Tourism, the cabinet thing, we want to know if they were collaborators in causing this thing to happen. So we calling on the government to carry out an inquiry into this matter. They must, we are also suggesting who should be involved in it because we do not want the government to be inquiring themselves. So we are suggesting and we are putting on the table that they must consult with the TUC, they must consult with the panel. This panel must be headed by a retired judge.
Have been affected. The ND in relation to COVID-19 protocols.
Not be compromised by or for any entity. The protocols that are already been established must, and I say must, be adhered to. And if we go for some people, different protocol for some and different for and others for other people, this will create chaos in our society. We do not want to go down in that direction.
Many were hoping for a return to normalcy for the Christmas holidays. I know I was. However, recent developments have thrown a spanner into the Minister Nicholas Steele says they are being reviewed and some licenses may be revoked.
We are asking for individuals to proceed to necessary activities, work, purchasing of food, banks, etc., but to avoid all social activities, all social gatherings. We are asking restaurants to move to take us to close. We are asking individuals, as best as possible, to be home in the evening, organize and comply without. My assumption is that individuals will go to work and then go home. Stop and buy food or do necessary purchases or transactions and proceed home.
The National Bus Association is taking steps to ensure COVID-19 remains at bay. The association's
Do your part, we'll do ours. That's the word from the National Buses Association following the announcement on the weekend of a spike in the number of COVID-19 cases on the island. Derek McKenzie, Public Relations Officer of the NBA, says they will be leaving no stones unturned in ensuring safety of themselves and passengers.
I would like to speak to our members. I would like to say to our members, let's adhere to the COVID-19 protocols. Ensure that passengers wear their masks before they enter the bus. Ensure that you sanitize them actually bus. You have to ask them. To the general public, we want you to cooperate with us. It have to be a collaborative effort between the public and the bus operators.
Passengers are being asked to comply or else.
It's just a cooperation. A bus ride could be safety. So one shouldn't have to drop for not wanting to wear a mask. I don't think that makes sense. In cases, you might have to drop a passenger. You might have to lose a...
From his observation, people have become
very proactive. We had instances where the NBA, so tomorrow we members of the NBA would be at the terminus with sanitizers for our members.
As we enter the Christmas season, this is his final message to the nation.
I would like to say to everyone, let's have a safe holiday. I'm not sure if I'll be making another media appearance before the holiday, but just in case, let's be safe. Let's spend wisely. Save for food, spend our heart where our hands can reach. So have a happy holiday, and looking forward to see all of us healthy and COVID-free in 2021.
Bus operator Lena John, GBN News.
Will never forget as FC Camahorn accomplished the unthinkable against popular votes as they became the newest champions of the Wagiti Super Knockout Football Tournament. The match ended 4-2 in favor of FC Camahorn, who rebounded from a 2-goal deficit. Isaac scored in the 2nd and 22nd minute.
Didn't go scoring. Paradise with a first opportunity here, and Sergio Lewis scores. 1-0 in favor of Paradise in the 2nd minute of play. Sergio Lewis, already scoring 7 goals in the tournament, takes his tally to 8. What an opening encounter here for Nixon Modest and FC.
Very depressing for FC Camahorn.
Changes in sleep pattern, changes in appetite, lack of energy, no interest in work or hobbies, difficulty concentrating, constant sadness, help. Call 440-2269.
Holiday season, Dean's is bringing you absolute great Christmas cheer. Your reward? Divans and mattresses. Call Dean's today about your needs for odd size mattresses, baby crib mattresses, and mattresses for yachts. And of course, all the smart shoppers who placed your items on layaway, get them today. The special offer from Dean's. Free delivery island-wide and to the boat for the Carriacou and Pity Martinique customers. Call Dean's now, 440-3240-852. Dean's Mattress, where quality is never compromised. Merry Christmas from Dean's Mattress.
Total is one of the world's largest oil companies with a top quality line of lubricants. Total Lubricants has a full product line from passenger cars, motorcycle, heavy industrial equipment, mining, trucking, agriculture, and manufacturing machines and vehicles. Total Lubricants, winning championships in motorsports, including Formula One and World Rally Championships. Total Lubricants are available at all Rubis service stations, leading automotive shops, and distributed by Huggins.
Whenever we're faced with difficulties, we find comfort in those we know and trust. This is especially true when a loved one has died.
Welcome to Otway Bailey Funeral Home.
For over 100 years, Otway Bailey Funeral Home has helped families celebrate the lives of their loved ones with compassion and dignity. Our affordability, attention to detail, warm and caring staff has contributed us being the funeral home of choice for official and state funerals. We treat you as we would treat our own family. All of our services are designed to help you get through one of the most personal and challenging stages of life, whether it's planning a funeral, joining our burial society, or pre-arrangements. You can be assured of the Otway Bailey commitment to consistently provide the most caring and professional service possible with the best option.
At Otway Bailey, we offer the perfect tribute any family can afford.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go joke you. The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
As you celebrate the life of your loved ones, Just Cool Photos offers live streaming, virtual interactions, and video recording packages for all funeral services. Contact us through your funeral directors or call 473-409-1981 to choose your package.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements, or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Fallage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Food is fundamental, and at Caribbean Agro Industries Limited, we source fruits so you get the best results in the kitchen, bakeries and farms. For over 35 years, we've supplied Grenada with the finest flour and animal feed. The tastiest cakes, pastries or breads are baked with the region's finest flour. Buy the products you've trusted for all these years. Baker's Pride, Supreme and Sunshine Flour. Get the best of your farm animals with our master mixed feed brands. Support local. Buy products that are made in Grenada. Call us on 440-2954 or visit us at Mountgate St. George or check our Facebook page.
Get Rubigas. Get cooking. Rubigas, clean, safe, and reliable LPG is the perfect solution for your commercial and everyday needs. For cooking at home or barbecuing, choose Rubigas LPG cylinders. Available in a variety of sizes from 20 to 100 pound cylinders. Clean, safe, reliable. Are you?
Get Rubis, get going. We got them trees light. It's a ragamuffin kind of Christmas. Trees light. It's a
Feel good tax.
Remember, if you have flu symptoms, do the right thing and stay at home to avoid giving it to others. Remember, you can be infectious up to a week after developing symptoms, so rest up and take it easy.
Stop this. If you don't have a tissue, use your elbow. Wash hands often, especially after coughing or sneezing into a tissue.
Feel good facts.
Help prevent cold and flu by washing your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. That's the time it takes to remove most germs. No soap and water? No worries.
at 20 minutes after 7 o'clock this morning. Here's what's going to take place. Usually we do this as Trivia Tuesdays. We're going to bring up the title from Thursday, from Talk the Things Thursday to Talk the Things Tuesday. No, Talk the Things Tuesday. Today we are going to talk the things respectfully in relation to the Prime Minister's national address as we go into Talk the Things Tuesday. So let's go. What did you think of the Prime Minister's national address delivered last night in wake of our COVID-19 spike we are currently undergoing, and the information on the budget? 435-2041, that's the landline number. WhatsApp also 435-2041. Share your thoughts on the GBN Grenada Board. You can express yourselves, but do so respectively. Let's go. Talk the Things Tuesday. The Prime Minister's national address. I didn't even want to know what you say. Just you. Amen.
You will satisfy everything that's going on in your body.
Yes.
So what are we doing this morning now?
The Prime Minister's address from last night. What did you think about it?
Well, I think it's a little bit harsh for now because we was going so good and nice and sweet. Everybody was happy. They're moving about doing their affairs. All the things raging overseas over than here. So people used to say, tell the people in Grenada, don't come stay here. But now they're wondering what is going on in Grenada. Now this sandal thing. Too many guests coming in there with the thing nobody knows. It's supposed to check on them in the airport to know if they are with it or without it. We have to look out for our people here in Grenada. And so much people are going down now with this thing that we're afraid. We can't go out, we can't do anything, we don't know what to do with ourselves now. What have the things we used to have before? I think it is too much for us now that bringing in people that we don't know if they have the virus or not. Check them before you bring them in. Hotel or no hotel, sandals or no sandals. Our people here in Grenada that will be safe from this coronavirus, because without us, without God, we wouldn't be safe in the world with us now. And it's too much for Grenada. We are too much a little country. If this thing take the country of the Grenada, everybody gone. One go and all swing gone because the millions dying with this thing. So Grenada small and little country, we cannot take on this virus thing in our chest. Let us get rid of this thing. And people are coming in, we have to know who coming and who in.
Prime Minister's address from last night. What did you think about it? Landline, WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube. Respectfully talk the things on a Tuesday. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, my
Good morning, Mr. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
All right, go ahead.
And this was all them countries going early.
No problem.
I don't have much comment on this speech. The only thing I'm happy about is that there is no more lockdown, because it is, according to some information I've received, it's not scientific and it is not helpful to health. So this locking down and so on, and we have more people dying from this stress of being locked down than the disease itself. So I'm happy that that is not happening here. But I want to just leave a word with Grenada. You know, we call ourselves a Christian nation, but we don't have God in. We only have God in our mouth. The one that I'm talking about is a live one, the Creator. He says, lean not, trust in all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path. But instead of we holding on to the word, and it is so sad that we have the word of God in our hands. The word of God tells us who we serve, who we belong to, and what we need to do. To be just getting on like this, and as though we make the whole world hopeless, as if we have no hope and there is no difference between us and the world. And it's a very sad and disappointing thing.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Talk the Things Tuesday, the Prime Minister's address from last night. Let me see anything on the WhatsApp. Somebody on WhatsApp says the Prime Minister got straight to the point. We just need to do what is right to protect ourselves as individuals. We cannot blame the government for everything that goes wrong. Good morning, caller.
Good morning,
Mommy is good. Yes, she's right on top as well.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I heard two callers this morning. I agree with them, with Tanti and Sister Jeremiah. Oh, my God, they couldn't talk better than that. I love it. I love the Prime Minister, what he said yesterday about this get together with 10. 10 is enough. If they want to get more, especially Sanders, that cause that no, that minister open up the country and you see what Sanders do? I don't like to hear it. I don't like to hear it at all. I don't like to hate.
What you heard?
They're supposed to fire him. and the one that is the sister you have nothing. And what, Sister Blossom, please? And you see, you have nobody to, and you see that corona going on there, it's going on up to 2030 if we don't behave ourselves. And the Lord talking to us, you have to have God with you. If you don't have God with you, nothing do. Them come down on me the other day, but I'm waiting on them. They can't do me nothing. Nothing. They can't come in front of me to do me nothing. That and mommy. Okay?
Thank you very much. The Prime Minister's address from last night, Talk the Things Tuesday. Almost said Thursday. Somebody on WhatsApp says... sacrifice the nation for a few dollars and playing the blame game, just nonsense. No apology for their gross mistake. No thank you to our dedicated healthcare professionals. Shamefully indeed. And? Or was that from her speech before? Just trying to recall. To me, I heard him thank for frontline workers. I think. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Blossom.
Morning, how you do?
I'm fine, you know.
All right, go ahead.
I hear me Jacob speak, you know. But the opposition say this and that. But I want to oppose the speech last night. What he should either talk about it close on the country right now. Because I make sure before Christmas, you know when you boil in milk and you put lime in it, when you put lime in it, you just turn.
Oh, greatest speech done. Lord, the things you people say. Let's see. Come on, WhatsApp. What could I stay here? Let me go by book. WhatsApp, right. There we go. WhatsApp, work with me. Somebody on WhatsApp says, when in should all be tested. Do they really care about us Grenadians? The speech was... Thank you. Many happy returns.
Blossom, I want to first of all thank you for the interesting programs you have. It gives us the opportunity to speak concerning last night. I think it's time for us to come up with a proper strategic contingency plan for COVID. Laws within the labor laws for when pandemic occurs and people have job losses and so on. The Public Health Act should make preparations most a year, and we need to act sensibly, intellectually. I hear people calling and making, I don't want to make who is on hand to solve them. We must put some things in place and not reactionary. We know COVID is here. We know how it has gotten here. And if we are going to give people waivers, the waivers must come with conditions. It's just like when you go in and you sit, that's when you know. So special conditions need to apply. If you're not tested at the airport, something needs to go on somewhere. Hurt, because I feel that my own health and my family's health has been put at risk for economic gains. And I speak up, and we need to speak up objectively. I love the elderly people who call in, and I love that they can use the phone and they can call, but some of us need to understand on rice. And when he's right, I still go at him like sliced bread, because I don't want just the negative. I want to embrace the positive and correct the negative. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you so much for your remarks. I like caller. Thank you very much. All in this together, it could have been any other community. Let's support each other, one for all and all for one. Somebody on Facebook is also asking, Dr. George Mitchell, sandals could have the best protocols on. Let me see the time right. Let me go back to the landline. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Morning.
I would say that I want to see. I'm not saying it. Have a plan. We can shift in plan from day to day and think. It's part of a fool, and it takes fools to play the part of wise men. This is a little quotation from me. Now, I look at what we should have a general rules for our country. And if we don't have that, we'll find happening in Grenada now. That's why we have so many viruses being rampant around the place. We have to make sure that we nip things in his bud and do not expose our people to the virus. In fact, to store the recent medicine that they got to immunize people, or we intend to order, a World Health Organization would be giving us some quantity. Maybe, I wanted to say amount, but I feel the quantity in money aside to basing you to be likely to be immune from this disease. Now, this is what should be, because we have to prepare, because we have so many people now been contaminated, and you expect one would spread to quantity of people having these viruses. And we have to step up on our security. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, caller. To the folks on the YouTube, so they can check it out and see exactly what is the problem. So just giving you a little update as we proceed. All right, out of the metropolitan world, it will get the COVID virus. I do not think that anyone should be blamed. The virus has no barriers. Every country is fighting to cope and manage in the best way they can. It will test all leaders. Some will rise and some will fall. Back on WhatsApp, somebody on WhatsApp says, in relation to the Prime Minister, time of crisis and panic. Another, or if I heard him saying anything to the Sandals Resort about following protocols. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard that you are not required to take a PCR test at the resort. I would love for the Prime Minister to change this if he can. He did mention Sandals and the protocols. If my memory serves me correctly, he said that they would be meeting soon with the owners of Sandals to if protocols were breached, charges would be laid, but they are scheduling a meeting with the owners of Sandals to discuss the plan going forward. Required to do the PCR test, according to the guests, and it's not just Sandals, most guests are not required to do PCR. Mix and blend with the rest of the population, they would need to do the PCR test. But if you do not do the PCR test, you only leave the property if you go back to the airport and go back where you come from. So you are not wrong, WhatsApper. The minister, was it? It's either the minister during the news conference on Sunday or Dr. Mitchell when he was on the program yesterday has advised that they forward. So let's see what the review yields in relation to your comment that you would love the Prime Minister to change this if he can. So hopefully I answered some of your concerns. I almost hit Thursday. Talk the Things Tuesday on Good Morning Grenada. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements? Or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Foliage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Voyager main store is your favorite home goods store, and Voyager 2 stocks all your Christmas items. Both are located on Granby Street, St. George, on the upper and lower floors. Beautify your home this season with curtains from Voyager 2. Get 5 pieces for $75 or 4 pieces for $100. We also have a wide range of Christmas lights and Christmas trees with and without decorations. Voyager and Voyager 2. Check them out in downtown St. George's today.
Changes in sleep pattern, changes in appetite, lack of energy, no interest in work or hobbies, difficulty concentrating, can't help. Call 440-2269 and save a life today.
These have been gives you the opportunity to do just that without a worry. What are you looking forward to? A relaxing staycation? Brand new appliances or devices? Consolidating your debt to get more money in your pocket? Not a member? No worries. Come in and find out how you too can make the most of this offer. Call or visit us today. Yes, you can have a brighter Christmas season with GUT Credit Union. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Do you want to win loads of prizes this Christmas with BIP? Join our Spin to Win promotion to win exciting prizes daily. Here's how. Go to the Discover section of the BIP app. Search for the site, select your country, and wait for the wheel to start spinning. Be quick. When your wheel lands on the correct prize of the day, screenshot the prize and send your screenshot to the Spin to Win chat and also to know if you are the lucky winner of the day.
A Merry Christmas. Spin and win with BIP.
We're discussing the Prime Minister's address from last evening. Let me reiterate some of the points that he made. In going forward, COVID-19, 7 days, all daytime businesses operate as normal. Businesses must close at 10 p.m. except for essential services. Public transportation must stop operating at 10 p.m. and restaurants should only provide takeaway or delivery. Those are some of the points from the Prime Minister's address last night. Share your thoughts respectfully on Talk the Things Tuesday. Good morning, caller.
Blessing, just give me 1 minute. The thing, once the people agreed not to leave the hotel, so straight from the airport to the hotel, straight from the hotel back to the airport. I think that's what you said. It was one of the protocols. Good. What about the locals that they mingle with at the hotel? Did they consider them? Yeah, they have to give you food. They have to maybe something attend to your bathroom according to what you need. So they're interacting. So I think that was a breach. Yes, they won't come out in the population, but they're meeting with Grenadians, and the Grenadians have a place to go when they come from work. A community, a family.
The saying goes, the ounce of prevention, start over. 1 ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure, because we'll be compensated. Another WhatsApper said the PM said our health must be given priority over a few dollars. However, the borders were open for the few dollars in the hospitality sector as priority over our health. Another WhatsApper addressed the issue. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Ms. Blossom.
Morning, Mr. Bido. How you do?
Just learning out. The thing is stuck morning to too many. One is in Falls and one, I don't know where she is. But anyway, the reason why I agree with the Prime Minister, he talked the thing very nice last night, with 10 people in wedding, because you have a lot of them, when they hear wedding, they're not getting invited, and when they go, it's trouble, they go in and make. And that's one safe for our life, because why? When them drivers drink and they're drunk, they're driving careless and it's creating more accidents. So then it was a very good thing, because now it's Christmas time and people will want to marry and this and that and run all about, and they're not taking care of their life. And then the next thing I want to say again is dead. That's Charlie Pride. And I like his music, right? You can write it down. Just fun.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bido. I'll try to remember Charlie tomorrow, please, Lord. Thank you very much, Mr. Bido. Many people are blaming Sandals for what happened, but I feel that we as a people can do better than that. Everyone has to take care of his or her, should be more attentive to protocol, especially in hotels, because to me, anybody enter a hotel should be a threat. Workers should never let their... Go ahead.
I'm listening, and I've done my own checking, my own contact tracing or whatever, how you want to put it. But the way they're handling this COVID thing is we're only making jokes or cholera. And we had those stuff here. And I know to myself the way they handle that. It's a joke thing what they're talking about. And this COVID disease is very serious. In Sanders there, hot supposed to go nowhere. And the people that working with them supposed to be living in, not even for at least 2 months. It's supposed to be a system like if you leave Grenada, certain show, because this is very serious. For what I see here and what I know with one person, a very serious position right now. That one person I know have that stuff. What I know to serious position. Right now I am even frightened. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. All right, let me see if I should be tested and are not tested. Another YouTuber, this was a disaster from the start when local workers at these hotels interact with the guests to WhatsApp now. Somebody on WhatsApp says double standard. That's what it is. Different rules for locals. Says so are the many workers at the all-inclusive hotels part of our population that guests are mingling with? Again, how long can the virus live on surfaces? They may not mingle with workers, but everyone entering the country should be tested and guided accordingly. And banked overseas. Another WhatsApper said the country needs... Didn't they not know the workers will be going home to families? They also have children in schools and family members working in various workplaces. Go over the rules Sandals had in place. Nonsense, nonsense, pure nonsense. In relation to the 10 p.m. where the employees need to travel to get home by 10, so if that means, I guess, closing the establishment earlier than normal. I know a lot of people are looking forward to the longer hours for the Christmas season, but we got to do what we got to do. So everybody needs to be mindful of what needs to take place. So if you're working in officers, use their discretion. I'll put it that way. The WhatsApp. I have a lot on WhatsApp. Somebody on WhatsApp says, I think the P more effective. Right now, businesses going on. We don't know who the people involved mixed and mingle with so many people before they are quarantined. So we have to be extra careful. I agree. We need to be extra careful. There are hundreds. Keep that in mind. Good morning, caller.
Morning, Blossom.
Morning.
I just want to ask a simple question. The 10 people for social gathering and so on, and the bus transferring squeezed in the bus, or because the buses hold carry more than 10 people. To me, there's some contradiction, and I think that's where
on asking that question and seem to be a bit perplexed. The only regulation put in place for the buses is that they need to stop. Then again, that 10 people, does it include the bridegroom and the priest? So that means 7 guests plus the 3 of us, or is it 10 guests? And in let's say a big church, let's use the cathedral on Church Street. Only 10 of you. But in a bus, full to... I have seen memes on Facebook as well of people saying, let's have the wedding in a bus because the bus would have more people. Lord help me with Grenadians last night. WhatsApp, somebody says, I think the message by the Prime Minister was a very good message. It was well delivered. Yes, he did thank the frontline workers. And the final comment that I can read at the moment, let me close my eye on to. All right, this is it. This person says, not sure what the discussion should have it. How come they never highlight them? No, we have to live with the discrimination. Even the school put in fear in the children that attended that school. because of how the information came to us. Yes, Post Royal is not the first, and most. However, with the reports that we were getting, it was that there were security and police keeping people from leaving. So we picked you out, but what was taking place, or the reports that got to us with what was taking place. That's why we Tuesday. Remember, coming up at 9 is a sitting of the Upper House of Representatives, the Senate. And then hold on, Michaela had to go back to the vibes. I always have to leave with the vibe. Always have to leave with the vibe. All right, bye, people.
Hey, Christmas time. Christmas time. We going from house to house. Hey, Christmas time. We moving in the city, straight to the country. Hey, because Central was celebrating, sharing. Everybody knows something about we moving from